Our guest today is Jim Parkman. This was a huge case. I mean, this was the fourth largest accounting fraud in the history of the United States.
The CEO of HealthSouth, the Fortune 500 healthcare company.
Ferrari Enzo was nearly obliterated in the high-speed crash along the PCH.
Zenvo, ST1, 50S.
He went from being on the Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Only made 3 for the United States.
Parkman Khan, former exotic car dealer turned #1 FBI's most wanted fugitive.
Generally, when you look at the law, 90% of the time it's against you.
The FBI put a $20,000 reward for information into his arrest.
Parkman Khan scammed super rich customers at a New Jersey car dealership.
Join myself and James Parkman, my attorney and best friend, as we have cars, courts, and conversations.
So why did I launch Parkman Khan Unleashed with attorney Jim Parkman, who's a good friend of mine and a very high-profile attorney who has lots of legal experience? You know, how do we mesh? I'm a car guy, a convicted felon, and also an ex-fugitive from justice. Well, Jimmy and I are good friends, and we have a lot in common, especially our love affair for cars and my newfound love, not my newfound, I've always had a love affair for the law. I actually wanted to be an attorney when I was a kid, but then I decided to go in the car business. But now, you know, having been able to have 2 battles under my belt and fought the federal government and state governments, I want to be able to shed some light on this and our justice system and the flaws of our justice system and how we can change it and how it can affect you too. Because most people are blind. They don't think, you know, they feel like, hey, you know, this can never happen to me. Yes, it can happen to you. At the drop of a hat, your life could be changed in forever. And most people don't know how to deal with it. So one of my goals with this channel is I want to be able to maybe help people, you know. Somebody's going through something, because a lot of times you don't know what people are going to go through or are going through at the moment. You know, maybe some of my videos of my experiences and Jimmy's experiences in the courtroom can help you guys out. But it's not just going to be about legal stuff, okay? It says cars, conversations, and courts. So because my love affair for cars and Jimmy's love affair for cars, we're going to talk about cars. We're going to talk about stuff in my past, cars that we love, things that have happened, you know, some stories, some funny stuff, some crazy stuff. It's going to be a lot of over-the-top stuff. It's going to be anything, okay? And then we might have random conversations, whatever goes. And another thing for me, personally, one of the reasons is that for 10 years when I was going through my troubles, a lot of people benefited off of my name. And when I say benefited off my name, people went online on YouTube channels and made videos and false claims because it was clickbait, and clickbait pays them, you know. I mean, they got 1 million views, and guess what? They got paid by YouTube. But they didn't say accurate things. And I'm not one that cares about what you have to say about me. You don't like the way I look. You don't like my race. You don't like my religion. You don't like anything about me. I don't care. I'm not a person that's looking for a popularity contest. Never have been and never cared. I live my life in a different way. But I do have a problem is when you go online or you go to the press or you do something, and if it's not 100% accurate, I have a problem with you. But the problem is when you're under a federal indictment, you can't sue anybody. You can sue people, but I couldn't sue anybody because your lawyers are like, listen, don't get involved in a civil case because anything you say or do in your civil case will be used against you in your criminal case. So I had to stay quiet. And by the time I could actually go on and actually speak about, you know, what was true or try to sue these people, the statute of limitations had expired. So, you know, besides making claims online and talking about me, a lot of people, what they did was they filed claims against because they figured I was out of the country, so they can go to the FBI and make claims, and then took those claims and they filed false, you know, insurance claims, or they took tax deductions that they shouldn't have. And by the time I came back into the country, the statute of limitations had expired on both criminal and civil stuff. So now, the problem is that most people are very triggered. And most people are too dumb for their own good. And a lot of people, for some reason, and I don't know why, and maybe it's most people, but not me, for some reason they're obsessed. When I say obsessed, my case started 10 years ago. But there's still people out there today talking about me. Like, I don't even know who you are anymore. I don't even talk to you. Some of these people I don't even know. But yet you're so obsessed with me that you want to keep talking about me that I take up so much real estate in your minds. Well, guess what? Now if you're going to talk about me, unless what you're saying is 100% true and accurate and you have facts, I'm going to sue you because I'm a very litigious person and I'm going to sue you. And then here's what's going to happen. Okay, not only am I going to sue you for slander, but things in court come out, things in depositions come out, and a lot of the stuff that you're not going to want to come out. So my goal is that by me going out there and being on, Instagram and being on YouTube and living my life, it's going to trigger these people again. And I hope to God that these people go online and they start bashing me, because I want the opportunity to finally have my day in court with these people and say, hey, by the way, you went on YouTube and you said this about me, correct? Or you made a comment about me online, or you made an Instagram post and you said this, or you went onto American Greed, or you went to BBC and you said this about me. Well, how about we look at this now and let's say, really, did this really happen? I don't want to give these people more attention that they already garnered, so I'm not going to mention these names, but I will be talking about some of these things that people did talk about in the last 10 years. My goal is I want to take these people to court, and this is my now way to doing it, because a lot of people can't see other people happy. In this day and age, people love to see people fail. You read comments online, you see what's happening in the news. Something happens to somebody, you should read the comment section. I have never been one to go online and bash anybody. No matter how much I don't like somebody, no matter what my thoughts are, I don't go online and I bash people. I don't do that. That's not me. And I have some thick skin. So a lot of people say stuff about me, and they have my whole life. People have been jealous, people have been insecure, whatever around me. So people have talked about me. I mean, from my neighbors to family to you name it, but it doesn't bother me. I actually thrive on that. If you talk about me, I'm taking up free real estate. It's free publicity. But if you're going to slander me and you're going to make false accusations and you're going to make false claims, well, then I have a problem with you. Otherwise, it is what it is. So it's going to be fun, and I'm going to sit back, and this is my time now. It's my time to go out there and talk and have a good time and share my experiences in life. Hey, listen, I paid my debt to society. I got charged with a crime. I went to prison. I paid whatever, and it is what it is. But at least I can own that. I can wear it as a badge of honor. I'm a convicted felon. All right, guess what? So are so many other people. And guess what? Our next president could be a convicted felon. So I'm not here to be, I'm not giving anybody the opportunity. On this channel, I will put everything out there. When you see the intro for our episodes, you're going to see, the beginning intro for our show is going to be all my negative headlines. So no one can ever come back out and say, hey, this guy, he's a convicted felon. Did you know that? Yeah, I know that. And I put it out there. It is what it is, because I live my life as an open book, because when you live your life as an open book, no one can blackmail you, and no one can ever come back and say, by the way, I know this about you. Everything's out there. That's one of the reasons I started this show. Thank you.